Too many of our schools have been underperforming for too long, and while the achievement gap is nothing new, the stakes are higher now. It takes a college education, it takes post-secondary skills in order to get a job in the mainstream economy. And the reality is, in our urban areas, students aren't getting the education they need to succeed.
A lot of the students come from low-income families. We have a lot of immigrant families here. A lot of the kids, they come from disadvantaged backgrounds.
Many of our students have a lack of family involvement. This could mean anything from living in a foster home, having a very unstable environment. It could mean a student having only one parent at home that might have to work 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs and therefore is unable to provide the type of academic support at home that should be happening.
Across the country, only 4% of African American students and 11% of Hispanic students are finishing high school with the skills that they need to be successful in college and a post-secondary education. What makes Blueprint innovative is that it's using what we know works in the very best charter schools and partnering with public schools to implement those strategies in our lowest performing, highest need schools.
Blueprint Schools Network is designed to take the principles and elements of high quality charter schools and integrate them and implement them in schools and school districts across the country. Our approach is really based on 5 core strategies on what successful schools do. So one, they invest in talent. They look for and hire and attract principals and teachers. We emphasize the good use of data, empower teachers using information about student success to change practice in the classroom. We emphasize college-going culture of high expectations, the use of time to both extend the amount of time that students have to learn, but then how is time being used well within that school day? Getting students in small groups for differentiated instruction.
When you look at the 5 elements of the Blueprint model, they are all critical. They're really the key to helping a school turn itself around.
All of these things have made my students stronger thinkers and more critical thinkers.
Walking into a Blueprint school is like walking into an excellent charter school. There's a great energy, there's a great vibe in the halls, in the classroom. There's just a sense of high expectations and the ability for everyone to achieve them. They have this whole room that they call the data room, where every teacher records where students are on key data points that they're tracking, Blueprint is tracking, and the entire school is tracking.
The Blueprint Math Fellows Program is an opportunity for full-time math tutors to work directly in small groups with students.
It's really great to come back here and to serve my community. I was also from a disadvantaged background, so I think it's great for them to have a role model that knows the challenges that they see every day and someone that has sort of worked hard to come out of that.
Having those tutors in our school makes a huge difference, and it gives another way of support for those students who are struggling.
I know my work here is making a difference when I see kids come in excited for math. We have kids asking us every day, are we going to have tutorial, are we going to have Blueprint?
Their confidence just soared.
They come to school excited to go to math class, they come ready for a tutorial, and they feel that they have the tools now to do the math that they did in the beginning.
Blueprint Schools Network has grown from a 10-school network to now where we serve over 11,000 students in 62 schools across the country.
Our scores skyrocketed. We had higher scores than the rest of the district in 11 of the 13 standards that were tested.
Montbello High School and Denver Public Schools had 100% of their graduating seniors accepted to a 2- or 4-year school last year. After 2 years, we've outpaced the district in terms of school growth. All 7 of our schools were in the top 13%. 2 of the elementaries were number 5 and number 3 in the state.
We had gone from an accredited On Watch school to a distinguished school in 2 years. We had the 3rd highest median growth of all the elementary schools.
I'm excited to see what the school is going to be like in 3 to 5 years. Just imagine what that could look like in other schools across the country.
I truly believe that the partnership with Blueprint Schools was a significant drive in why we reached the results we did in such a short period of time.
There were such dramatic changes for the students and the school as a whole. These kids need and deserve the best that we can give them, and Blueprint is a great partner that can help ensure that this does happen.